Guess you're now on our good side again.
Well, it's the holidays. It's the holiday season, and you know we're all gonna go and get something stuff, and then like run out with it because we're gonna go get those sales and all that. Is what I'm trying to say. Heavy. So yeah, the Black Friday is here at last. So yeah, let's look back at the top 5 most times where it has gotten out of control.
It was fast enough, and at one point the crowd surged forward and literally pushed down the huge glass and aluminum doors. The doors knocked down this 34-year-old sales clerk, and while he lay on the ground, as you said, hundreds of people trampled over him. Some of his colleagues on the staff of Walmart rushed to his aid, but even they were getting knocked around by the crowd.
So, yeah. Let's look at number 5. In 2005, a Walmart employee in Valley Stream, New York, was trampled to death by a crowd rushing into the store when it opened. Jesus freaking Christ! I mean, like, what are people thinking? Like, say, what are they trying to get the hot selling game system at the time? Like, I mean, like then again, like say you had Xbox 360. And the Xbox 360 came out around the same, and so did the DS. So I can understand like say, box office gotta run, but at the same time, no, don't run and trample people. Like, just don't. And then and before we got in 2018, a YouTube video documented a stampede at a store with people shoving each other to get to Sherpa jackets. What are Sherpa jackets? I'll put an image of what a Sherpa jacket is.
At Rivers, men's Sherpa jackets are now $20. Strong enough to withstand the toughest of conditions. Our men's Sherpas are insulated and packed with all the features you'll need. So get the job done right for just $20. On now at Rivers.
That is so fetch.
And okay, I mean, I'm gonna say, as I've slowly gotten into, fashion, I feel like, yeah, this looks nice. At the same time, it does not get that hot cold here in South Carolina. I'm sorry. Until it gets until February, where suddenly we'll have those raging snowstorms. Number 3 is in 2022, a verbal dispute between 2 customers at a Toys R Us in Palm Springs, California. Things got so bad that it escalated to a shootout between 2 men, resulting in both of them passing away. And 2022. Maybe that was when the 2022. What was the hot toy or thing around the time? Especially since this is a Toys R Us. Well, back then you had Barbie.
I am plastic, call me classic.
Paw Patrol and Pokemon, along with Squishmallows. And Gabby's dollhouse. My little cousin, my little cousin, he loves Squishmallows. He loves them. I'm gonna say this. Now that we got to those things, let's talk about the big ones that you probably know about. 2 of the most well-known. Such as the Cabbage Patch Kids. There was, say, back in the 80s, this was big. And if you think, say, the Cabbage Patch, why were they so big? These dolls caused widespread chaos, riots, and violence on Black Friday throughout the holiday season.
The customers were standing in front of this store at 7 o'clock this morning. The store didn't open until 9, and only a few Cabbage Patch dolls were going on sale. Once the coupons were given out to those few parents who would be allowed to buy a doll, the word was given out that the dolls would be given out behind the store, out back at the freight entrance. And then the race was on. Otherwise dignified, calm, mannerly parents broke into a sprint.
Well, I had to take what they gave me, and they gave me a boy, and I wanted a girl. This is my second trip around. My husband works here, and I can't even get what I want.
Like, this would, like, lead into, like, say, the modern idea of, like, Black Friday. It was a must-get toy of 1983. And back then, this toy costed $21. Like, say, you know, like, when we figure, like, say, the film, the movie, the one where Arnold Schwarzenegger is trying to get it, where he's trying to get a Turbo Man doll.
Turbo Man's only the hottest selling Christmas toy ever. You know what? We got plenty of Turbo Man's faithful saber-tooth tiger booster.
Where's your Christmas spirit? That's better.
It's sort of like that where, like, you know, the parents trying to get that doll because this was really the toy, like, you know, it's like saying, yeah, kids were wanting it. At number 1, the Tickle Me Elmo. This one was a, you know, was a,
What makes Tickle Me Elmo so much fun?
Dog? Oh boy, that tickles. He laughs so hard he shakes. Now that's funny.
Tickle Me Elmo from the Tycho Sesame Street family.
Dear God. There's more. No.
This was a infinite thing from 1996, in that it caused a number-wide panic over this doll.
Me Elmo from the Tycho Sesame Street family.
And I'm just saying, I think I remember this. Parents were trying to get it because, you know, they were trying to get, like, you know, for their young kids because like, say, you had to be born in the 90s to, like, go back and say, oh, yeah, I remember that.
All for this little red guy, Tycho's Tickle Me Elmo.
For my daughter, my 2-year-old daughter got one. We've had everything from our kids are dying to we've got to have one.
Also reports of brawls at stores nationwide. In Canada, a Walmart employee was even trampled by crazed shoppers willing to risk it all just to get their hands on the toy of the year.
It seems today's competition took its toll on everyone.
And how did it, like, you know, it become popular? Well, it at first exploded after appearance on the Rosie O'Donnell Show, and it kind of, like, you know, it had, like, you know, for major retail services like Target and KB Toys. And they would, like, you know, be gone in minutes or hours. So the store's retail price was around $29, but the severe shortage led people to sell it for over $1,000 on the, you know, it basically said, hey, I got it, now I'm gonna sell it for an overprice. Goddamn scalpers. Goddamn scalpers. And, yes, Black Friday, like, although I'm gonna be honest and say, I feel like at times we've shimmered down in a way, at least that's just how I kind of perceive it. Because, you know, we've had things like Cyber Monday now. And, like, yes, when it comes down to it, it's like, see, sometimes I'll go to, Bath and Body Works. Like, you know, I love my scented lotions. I love my scented soaps. That's it. I love those things. I'm sorry. I just recently discovered the joys of it and going to that store for things for myself, and I probably say, yeah, this is nice. It's nice. But yeah, be careful out there, folks, when it comes to Black Friday. You know, we try to get some good deals and all that. And while that's going on, I'm gonna try and work on some Christmas lists for family and all that. See ya!